So in this video, we are going to learn how to add Shopify order fulfillment details in Google Sheets. Now, if you are running a Shopify store, this automation is a savior. In this automation, whenever you are going to mark an order in Shopify as order fulfilled, automatically all the details of that order like the customer details, product and price details will be added as a new row in Google Sheets. In this way, you can automate the process of managing all the fulfilled order from your Shopify store. Now, if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that, you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my Shopify store. Now I want that whenever I mark an order in my Shopify store as fulfilled, I want to immediately add the details of that order in my Google Sheet as a new row. In this way, I have a complete data of all the fulfilled orders in the Google Sheet. And this automation is going to work in real time. That we are going to mark the order as fulfilled and immediately that order details will be added in this Google spreadsheet. Now to make this happen, we have to connect our Shopify store with Google Sheets. And we will be using an automation and integration platform called Pabbly Connect to do this. So here you can see we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign up link in the description box below. After coming to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. Let's say I would like to name my workflow as Shopify to Google Sheets. And then select the folder of your Pabbly Connect account in which you want to create this workflow and then just click on Create. After clicking on Create, here you can see the workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger window. Now the idea here is first we are going to connect our Shopify store, our Shopify account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger window so that whenever an order is marked as fulfilled in our Shopify store, immediately, automatically, the details of that fulfilled order will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And this automation workflow will trigger. It will start. Then after that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to add the details of that fulfilled order as a new row in our Google Sheets. So let's see how it is done. Starting from a trigger window in our Choose app, search for Shopify and select it. After selecting Shopify in trigger event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as order fulfillment. And after selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we will be connecting our Shopify store with Pabbly Connect. Now you must be thinking how we are going to use this webhook URL to make the connection. So to do this, we just have to follow the instructions given below over here. Now we have to add the webhook URL in Shopify, but before that, just turn this simple response button to off. We just have to turn off this simple response button and copy the webhook URL from here. Now to add this webhook URL in our Shopify account, just go to your Shopify account and from the left sidebar, go to Settings. After coming to the Settings page, scroll down and go to Notifications over here. Now here at this notification page, we will scroll down and at last you can see the option named as webhooks. Now just click on this create webhook button and this box will appear in front of us. Now here we have to enter the webhook. Here we have to add the webhook. But before that, it is asking us for the event. That for which particular event we want Shopify to send the details to Pabbly Connect. And here in this dropdown, you can see a list of different events. So we want to get the details of order fulfillment from Shopify. So we are going to select order fulfillment as the event. The format will be JSON and here in URL, we are going to paste the exact same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us. Just copy it from here and then paste it over here. And after pasting the URL in webhook API version, select the latest version and click on save. Now as we click on save, here you can see this webhook URL is added in our Shopify account. After adding this webhook URL, now whenever an order will be marked as fulfilled in our Shopify account, the details of that fulfilled order will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So what we are going to do, we are going to mark an order as fulfilled in our Shopify account. So here you can see I have this order in my Shopify account. The name of the customer is demo user over here. This is the email address of the customer. This is the address and they have ordered some product. We have round neck t-shirt and the quantity is 1. We have a coffee mug in this order and the quantity is 3. Also, we have an LED bulb and the quantity is 2. So the total amount for this order is 1800 rupees. Now, right now, the status of this order is unfulfilled. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark this order as fulfilled. We are just going to select this order over here of 1800 rupees and then we are going to mark it as fulfilled. Now, as you mark this order as fulfilled, automatically the details of this fulfilled order will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So we'll go to a Pabbly Connect workflow and within few seconds you will see we are going to receive the response from Shopify of this fulfilled order. So let's wait for a few seconds over here. And yes, within a few seconds you can see we have received some response. And in this response, you will see the details of the same order to which we have marked fulfilled just now. So this was the order over here. And in this order, we had 3 different products: round neck t-shirt, a coffee mug, and an LED bulb. So here you can see in this order details, in this fulfillment details which we have received in Pabbly Connect, we will see the details of the same order. We have the same total price, total amount of the order, that is 1800 rupees. The currency is INR, Indian rupees. We will scroll down and here you can see shipping lines. So here you can see the shipping details of all the products over here. We will scroll down further. We can see the details of the customer who has placed the order. So name of the customer is demo customer. We have the mobile number. We have the state, zip code. We'll scroll down further. We have the separate response of first name and last name. Also, we have the address details as well. Then after that, we'll scroll down further. Here you can see the order ID. You can see the order ID at the top as well. Now after that, we will just scroll down further and we will just see that we have this response named as line items. And here in the response in front of that, here you can see we have received some array of data. And in this array of data, you will see all the details related to the products involved in this order. So it is most likely possible that a customer might order only 2 products, but another customer might order 5, 10 or 15 products. So we don't know what will be the total number of products the customers will be ordering. So what we have done, we have received the response in advanced format. And in advanced format, we have received this response called line items. Now, all the product, whatever the product related details of the order are, whatever the product name is, product quantity, product price, all the product related details of this order are received in this response named as line items. And in the next step, we are going to simplify this response so that all the product names will be received in a single line and all the product quantity and price will be received in a single line. We will see this in a couple of minutes. So we have the line items of all the orders, all the product which we have ordered, the customer has ordered. We will scroll down further and you can see some other details like the customer email and all the other details related to the same order to whom we have just now marked fulfilled in our Shopify store. So this means the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed, where we have successfully received the details of the fulfilled order from our Shopify store inside Pabbly Connect. Now after this, let's move to step 2. In step 2, we want to simplify this response of line items. And for that, we will just scroll down, come to this action window, and here in Choose Zap, we are going to use a feature, a module of Pabbly Connect called Data Transformer. Just select it. After selecting Data Transformer, here in Action Event from the drop-down, select Line Itemizer as the action event, and then just click on Connect. After clicking on Connect, here it is asking us line items array, that what is the array of data to whom we want to convert into line items. So here in Shopify responses, in the trigger responses, we have received this response of line items, which is the data in array format. Now we are going to map this response of line items from the trigger step to this data transformer action step. And the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Shopify. Out of all of these responses, select the response of line items. So we'll just scroll down and then we will select this response of line items. Select it and it will be mapped. So whatever product related details of the order, fulfilled order we are going to receive from Shopify, the same details will be given in this array format to line itemizer. Now we will click on Save and Send Test Request, and after clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received the response. And in this response, you can see we have simplified the order details, product details received in the Shopify trigger step. Here you can see we have the quantity of the product 1, 2, 3. So it is in the same sequence in which the customer has ordered the product. Here we will scroll down further. Here you can see the weight of the product. Here you can see the name of the product as well. Like the first product name is round neck t-shirt and the quantity, the first quantity is 1. So here in this order, you can see we have only one quantity ordered from the customer of round neck t-shirt. A coffee mug was ordered 3 times. So the coffee mug is the product over here at number 3. And here in quantity at number 3, you can see we have quantity as 3. Then after that, only 2 units of LED bulb were ordered. So here you can see in line item product name, we have the second product as LED bulb. And here only we have 2 units, quantity is 2. We will scroll down. Here you can see the price of the product, single unit price of the product and all the other details. So in this way, we can basically get all the product related details of the fulfilled order using line itemizer. Now after getting the product related details like the quantity, product name and price, let's move to the final step. And in the final step, we want to add the details of this order and the product details in this order in a Google Sheet. So in the Google Sheet, we have this specific sheet where we are adding only Shopify fulfilled order details. Now we want to add all of this data to Google Sheet. For that, we will just scroll down and come to this action step. Click on this add action step. And then here in choose app, search for Google Sheets. Just select it. After selecting Google Sheets in action event from the drop-down, select the action event as add new row. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this sign in with Google button. Select your Google Sheets account, then just scroll down and click on continue. And as we click on continue, we will see our Google Sheets account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is to select the spreadsheet. And here in this dropdown, you can see a list of all the Google spreadsheets which we have in our Google Sheets account. Out of all of this, the spreadsheet in which I want to add this fulfilled order details is named as Shopify Fulfilled Orders. So here from this dropdown, we are going to select the same spreadsheet in which we want to add these details. After selecting the spreadsheet, it is asking us to select the sheet. So from this dropdown, here you can see a list of all the sheets which we have. Right now in this Google spreadsheet, I have only one sheet named as sheet 1. That's why from the dropdown, we are going to select sheet 1. Then after that, all the column of data which we have created in this Google spreadsheet, you can see all of these columns as fields over here. So the first column which we have is of order fulfillment date, that at what date and time this order on our Shopify store was fulfilled. So here in the trigger step responses which we have received from Shopify, in this response, we have received the order fulfillment date as well. So let's search for it. We have received this date by the name of close date. So we will just search for the close date, that at what date and time this order is marked as fulfilled. And here it is. We have this close date and this is the exact same date and time in which this order was marked as fulfilled on our Shopify account. So I want to add this same date in our Google Sheet. So what we are going to do, we are going to map this response of closed at from this trigger step of Shopify to this action step of Google Sheets. And the process of mapping stays the same. It's very simple. Simply click on this field and from the drop down from Shopify responses, search for the response of closed date, closed at, and then just select it and it will be mapped. So whatever close date of the fulfillment date of the order we are going to receive from Shopify, the same date will be added in our Google Sheets as well. Then after that, it is asking us for the order ID. So we have received the order ID from Shopify trigger responses. So we are going to search for the response of order ID. We have this order number, just select it and map it as well. Then let's map the customer name. So I'll just search for the customer name. We'll scroll down and here you can see the name of the customer as well. Just select this response of customer name and map it. Then let's map the email address of the customer. So I'll just select the response of email and map it in the email field. Now here in products and quantity, we have received the line items of products ordered by customer and the quantity in the line itemizer responses. So here we have the quantity and here we have the comma separated values of product name. So what we are going to do from line itemizer responses, we are going to map these details in this Google Sheets action step. So we will just scroll down, click on this products field, and from the drop down, this time from the data transformer line itemizer responses, select the response of product name and it will be mapped. Then after that, just click here and from the drop down from line itemizer responses itself, select this response of product quantity and it will be mapped too. And after that, we just have to enter the total amount. So we'll just click here. From Shopify, we have received the total amount of the order. So here we'll just having this total price, just select it and map it to. In this way, these are the details of a fulfilled order from Shopify which I want to add in my Google Sheet. But you can see instead of this, we have all the other details. We have a lot of other details other than these details as well. So if you want, you can just create the column of these details in your Google Sheet. And here in your Pabbly Connect workflow, you can just map the responses of the respective fields of the respective data in those columns. But right now, I just want to add these details of the fulfilled order in my Google Sheets from Shopify. So I've created only these columns and mapped the respective data in those fields. And after mapping all of these details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the details which we have mapped over here, basically the details of the fulfilled order which we have received from Shopify, this order details are now added in our Google Sheet as a new row. So let's check it. We will go to our Google Sheets and yes, here you can see just now a new row of data is added in this Google Sheet. We have the fulfillment date, that at what date and time this order was fulfilled. We have the order ID, we have the customer name, we have the customer email. After that, here you can see we have the products, that what are the products the customer has ordered, we have the quantity, and also we have the total amount of this order. So in this way, you can see we have successfully created this automation, and using this automation, whenever any order will be marked as fulfilled in our Shopify store, instantly, automatically, the details of that order will be added as a new row in our Google Sheet. Now, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. I will go back to my Shopify store and I'm going to mark another order as fulfilled. Let's say I have this order of test person. Just select this order. And we are going to mark this order as fulfilled. Just select it and mark as fulfilled. So just now we have marked this order as fulfilled in our Shopify store. Now after marking it fulfilled, we will see within few seconds automatically the details of that fulfilled order will be added in our Google Sheet. So we'll go to a Google Sheet and yes, here you can see immediately, instantly within seconds, the details are added. We have the date and time, the same date and time, that at what date and time this order fulfillment was done. We have the same order ID, we have the customer name, email, products, quantities, and the total amount as well. So in this way, we can see the automation workflow which we have created, this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this exact same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can email us at support@pabbly.com or post it on our forum over here. Or you can write us in the comment box below too. If you want to check out the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. And if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Pabbly. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.